Hi everyone, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast for Monday, August 22nd. It is for all signs and it is a collective reading, so I speak in broad terms. You have to figure out if and where it fits in your life. If you're seeing it on a date other than the 22nd and it still fits, by all means, utilize it. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. Nothing's broken. You're not off your path. It just may not be your reading. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily videos. In there is just things I want you to think about while utilizing my channel, what decks I'm using, how to contact me via social media for a private reading, and ways to support the channel. Simple ways to support the channel. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy the content, subscribe, share the video out, and leave a question or a comment if you feel so inclined. I greatly appreciate it, especially if you're new. So let's get into these cards and see what's going on. I will be referring to the Sunday underpinning energy, so you'll hear me talk about cards that you don't see in this video. They're from that video, which populates in the lower left-hand corner at the end of this video, so you can check that out too, because that's what's underpinning these cards. Let's see what the cards have to say. Aha, it's our friend the Knight of Cups who was in the underpinning of last week. Now, I'm happy that he's here because underpinning in the early part of this week's reading, this Sunday's reading, was the Six of Cups, which I said yesterday during the Sunday reading how nice it was to go from the ending of the Knight of Cups into the Six of Cups of this week. So his presence is still kind of influencing this. The Knight of Cups is obviously water and the emotions, right? The Knight of Cups is a very romantic card. Romance obviously means, love, but usually in a relationship setting. But sometimes I see the Knight of Cups as like falling in love with ourselves or being caring, compassionate, and supportive to ourselves. There is, with the Six of Cups underpinning this, there should be an opportunity for us to be present, available, of service, and emotionally available, able to speak about how we feel warmly towards a situation or a person or a relationship, how to be appreciative of that and passionate towards that. And I don't mean like sexual passion necessarily, I just mean like, the immense sort of emotional feelings of well-being and compassion towards something, right? So we should be able to find appreciation today at a very deep emotional level for maybe it's the more simple things in our lives, like the people in our lives that we appreciate or the relationships that we have. They should feel good, settled. To me, the Knight of Cups would also be very strong. He would represent strength too. Knights bring messages with them sometimes, and so there could be a renewal of how we feel. A new awareness of, looking at relationships or situations that we've been involved in and finding appreciation for them rather than being bothered by them or any of, that kind of a thing. It feels more like emotionally available, present, in service, or, there's a loyalty with the Knights that also is very important. And so understanding and declaring that could be the business of the day today, right? Feeling connected to that and being honoring that within ourselves would be sort of the message of the day, right? Now let's look to the Shamanic Medicine Oracle cards. Okay, it's birds, freedom. So I love how they're all swirling around here. And we see different birds here, like I've said this before, we see that white-butt bird, the dove of peace, which is our grounding stone for this week. We also see the owl, which would represent knowledge, and then that hawk, which could represent a bit like vision or being able to see clearly. So to me, we're seeing things more clearly emotionally about how we feel about a situation. We're trying to me, I feel like our knowledge is good. right, with the owl there. And then this idea of peace with the dove, and also the peace stone for this week is, finding bridges rather than walls in our relationships, finding ways to connect in simple, heartfelt, um, uh, uh, you know, um, I don't know if passionate is the right word, because I want to say passionate, but maybe it's compassionate, right? Where it's just like, just caring for those around us or ourselves in such a way that it offers us the ability to be free and at ease. And to, these birds to me feel like they're gliding, right? So there's this ease to these cards today, where, especially with the Six of Cups underneath it, where as long as we stay in that place of gratitude or appreciation, we should be able to find the freedom and the peace and the sort of heartfelt sentiment that these cards represent. Let me read freedom to you. Birds, freedom. Your soul is longing to soar like a bird high in the sky. It sings as a caged bird a song of freedom. You are being urged to sharpen your senses and be watchful. Spirit has been sending you messages in the form of falling feathers or nithromancy. Divining through the observation of birds, their flight patterns, cries, and behaviors. This card has flown in now and taps on your window pane, so fling the doors wide open and let fresh air circulate. You've been cooped up for quite long enough. It's time to spread your wings and go searching for adventure. Opportunity awaits as a new horizon beckons. See the world from the bird's eye view and break free from entrapment. Escape from the chains that prevent you from speaking your truth. It's time for you to be heard, to have the freedom to make your own choices and be responsible for making decisions, never minding whether they are right or wrong. Right now, it is having the freedom to make a choice that will set you well and truly free. Birds revealed, and I'm going to say this really quick before I read on, that truth that we might be coming into or understanding, the night can be bringing it to us, but it will be based in love and a sweetness to it that should be honored. So pay attention to that, guys. Birds revealed. The winged ones have been showing us signs from nature, omens and messages from the gods long before history was written. In Egypt, seeing a flock of birds after someone's death was a good sign. It was believed the birds were escorting the person to their new incarnation. From supernatural to magical powers, the medicine of birds teaches us how to fly free with strength and valor. Other divinatory meanings. A new gateway is opening. Have courage and walk through it. You are soaring high right now. Don't let others bring you down. Sharpen your senses to the messages around you. Take steps to leave a difficult situation. Make a decision. Freedom awaits. Birds speak. In each direction, watch us fly. We send a message from the sky. Receive our feathers. Hear our sound. Fly through life. Now freedom's found. So I think that there's like a sort of a weird emotional renewal that's not weird, I shouldn't say weird because that makes it sound like it's bad, but it is an emotional renewal that's taking place this week for us, where we're able to access a sense of appreciation, freedom, and peace based from this idea of love that should be rather impactful and obvious, right? And from there, we can attain that freedom or attain that peace. So the grounding stone is on obsidian, which is extremely grounding and wards off negativity, and the word is energy. So grounding in our energy today, I sort of feel like we need to be looking at, are we moving towards that peace? Are we in that place of love, servitude, and loyalty of the night? Are we looking at our relationships through the lens of appreciation or discord, right? And is it producing the freedom that we want, right? And so when we're grounding in our energy and aware of it, we can like sort of channel it or put our attention in the places where it needs to be rather than where, we don't want it to be. And I think that's sort of what the grounding stone is trying to tell us, is like, be aware of what you're focusing on, what you're intending. I feel like the intentions are good this week and very much emotionally sound and centered. But sometimes it takes work to not get off track or be, slip into things like frustration or suspicion. We don't want to do that today. We want to open this up and let it fly free rather than, pent it up and keep it to ourselves. That is your forecast. Please hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a question or comment, share the video out, and definitely subscribe. Help me to grow the channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. It should be an amazing week. Take care. Bye-bye.